I have many old watches with radium and tritium luminescent dials in hands. I'd really appreciate a video, thanks. Happy to do this. The way that those work is that you literally just put either the tritium or the radium into a phosphorescent paint, basically glow in the dark paint. So if you have glow in the dark paint, you show it, you expose it to light, it then glows in the dark. It re-emits that light that came from the light at a different wavelength, much slower. You can do the same kind of thing by rather than exposing the glow-in-the-dark paint to visible light, you can use gamma or X-ray or any other form of radiation, and you basically are just exciting electrons into upper energy levels that just take a little extra time to fall back down, and when they fall back down to the lower energy state, then they give off that photon of light, that green glow that you get for phosphorescent paint. And these were used in many applications about a century ago for radioluminescence dials for aircraft. When you didn't have little LEDs in there back in World War II, you wanted to be the pilot to always be able to see the display even in the dark, and so you would use these radioluminescent dials. And that allowed them then to always see it. They were always glowing in the dark. So in visible light, regular daylight, you'd be able to see it, the little green markings and so forth. But then the same could be done with a regular watch, a personal watch. And there's a really scary story behind these, and that's the radium dial painters. Back when these were first being produced, there were a number of women that would literally take these very fine paintbrushes and paint the numbers and the images on the dials. And when they were doing that, this paint was doped with radium. And rather than just taking the paintbrush and painting on the dial, they would wick it with their tongue to get a fine little point so they could make very fine painting of the paint there on the dials. And as a result, they suffered horrific cancers of the mouth and throat and tongue. And it was a big lesson on internal dosimetry. From that, we learned how to attain extremely conservative radioprotection regulations. But a lot of that instrumentation is still out there, and it's still available, say on eBay or something like that. But if you were to buy that new, it would require an NRC license. You would not be able to get that without a appropriate training to know how to control that. The idea being that you don't want to dispose of it inappropriately. And you need to know what to do if it breaks. How do you control the contamination and so forth? And so you'd have to be able to demonstrate that you had appropriate radiation safety training to be able to possess radioactive material, basically just so you can protect yourselves and others. So thanks for that question. I hope that's what you were looking for in the video. I hope everybody learned something, and I hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.